Hello, my name is Nujum and this is the Paint mod for Minecraft 1.8. This is basically my dream mod. Like, honestly, the number of times I've thought like, hey, I wish I could do, sort of slightly different colored wood is incredible. Like, I don't even care really about the paintbrush functionality of this mod, which, by the way, is pretty damn cool. I just like the idea of colored wood, and this mod provides some really nice variation of wood. Now, this is all the mod had so far. The mod page mentioned that he wanted to add stairs, he wanted to add, like, I could see cobble being a big deal. I don't know if that was, like, on the planning, but, like, overall, the mod idea itself, I think, is really, really solid. So here's what the mod adds. All of these colors of wood. So this is a brown one. It might not look that different from spruce at first, but they are like differently textured from what I can tell. Is it spruce? Well, you can see here, it's not the same texture as to any of these wood colors. Looks kind of close to the jungle wood, but this is the jungle wood, this is the brown wood. Pretty straightforward. Okay, now. Oh god, I moved my window. No! Okay. Now, here's where the mod gets really interesting is these paintbrushes. I have NEI, so I can do this. How you make... Well, there's no recipe for the colored wood, I should mention that. You have to be getting, like, actual wooden planks and then painting them in a survival world. But it's a cool idea at the very least. Now, how do you get, what are the paintbrushes? Well, the paintbrushes are pretty simple. They work pretty much exactly how you would expect them to be, where, hey, I don't like how this door is, let's add a little bit of visual flair, right? And this is really, really... Okay, oh, I guess it breaks the block and then replaces it, fair enough. This is really, really cool, because nothing in this mod spawns naturally. And because of that, you can basically install this in any world, at least in 1.8. Any world you already have that already exists, you can just put it in, and it's like, boom, all of a sudden, like a whole new world has opened up to you with a variety of options. And that's really it. Now, as you might expect, all of these paintbrushes come from dyes on the normal paintbrush. You use the normal paintbrush with a bunch of different dyes. You get the gray paintbrush, blue paintbrush, whatever you need. Now, how you make the paintbrush itself is like super cool because it's a vanilla recipe basically. You have sticks and this item called cutting string, and that's just made by putting string into a crafting table, or I guess just your inventory will do. But you get the cutting string, one string equals 3 cutting strings, so literally 1 string and 4 sticks makes a paintbrush. So super cheap. I'm not sure, I didn't test if this has durability. I would assume it does. Oh, it's a one-time use. Oh, and it used up my entire... That's probably a bug. I'm going to say that's a bug. Although, I would assume you're not supposed to have 64 blue brushes. Let's see. No, they stack. They stack nicely. So if I do this... Okay, so definitely a bug there where it uses up all of your paintbrushes at the same time. So if you are using this mod, maybe be careful of that. That's kind of unfortunate because I can see how maybe adding a durability bar would be helpful for a mod like this. Like, I'd rather have a durability paintbrush, although the paintbrushes are very cheap, I suppose. We'll see as time goes on how the mod evolves. Now, probably my favorite application for this... Oh, I should also mention, it doesn't matter what type of wood. So if you have this jungle wood, you have brown wood, you have oak wood, you have spruce wood here, the brushes paint all of them, so don't even worry about that, right? Unfortunately, I'm not going to be keeping this mod installed on my client, although if I ever was to make like a modded Let's Play series, this would be like one of the top mods on my priority list. Like, this would be like the reason for me to make a survival series, just because it enhances one of the very basic parts of Minecraft quite well, and that's the building aspect. Building is actually quite, as it turns out, it's quite an interesting activity. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I've been enjoying it. So this is sort of what you would do before you had the paintbrush mod, right? The paint mod. Like, you would have to use like colored wool, or I know I have another house around here somewhere. Like, you'd have to make this weird thing which just looks ugly. Or I think it's over here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So here you can see, like, I wanted to have sort of a purple roof. And obviously this doesn't have the wood texture, so it's a little weird. So I added like trapdoors to try to make it more interesting. But I feel like replacing this with, say, colored wood, minus all of the work I'd have to do, this would make it at the very least more interesting. It would line up a little bit better. What is with this? Not even gonna question it. Right now I really wanna fix it. OCD, help. Okay. The applications are very clear what I'm trying to say, at least in terms of like house and roof. Did a quick comparison between the wool, and I do think the wool just doesn't look as nice. And also there's kind of not the variation of it, you know, it's like, it's just kind of neat that, not the variation, but the flexibility. It's kind of neat how you can just run through a roof. Maybe this would be like really, this seems really useful for creative building right now. I feel like once the paintbrush thing is like fixed, per se, this could be like a really amazing single player mod, right? It has a lot of potential, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is interested in like a survival type world. What is this white dust? I just realized. There's? Oh, it's used in like, okay, that's interesting. So I guess if you want the light brushes, I would assume light blue is here as well. Yeah, so dark blue paintbrush you get just by using lapis lazuli, and then you make it a little bit brighter. Oh, and you can darken. Cool. You might want NEI for this mod. I'm going to be honest. The dyes in Minecraft have always been kind of hard to keep track of, but like this mod just adds uses to the dyes, which kind of makes it weirdly super complicated. So to get the exact color you want, and to get a lot of the exact color you want, you really have to go hunting for resources, which, I mean, if you're going to be having a mod pack, you may as well have something like industrial craft, something that generates resources for you, right? But obviously that's up to you. You guys can use your brains. It's a pretty cool mod, very straightforward. I would recommend it to anyone who wants to enhance their survival experience, or at least enhance their building world. Even if you just want to experiment with it, like, this is just kind of cool. Like, I want to leave this in a folder forever, and I probably will. This will be like one of my favorite mods for a while, definitely. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see the mod, if you want to try the mod, there's a link that down below in the description, and leave a comment on what mods you would like to see me do next time, and maybe be I guess just basically. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.